Back to all the goals in just a moment. There are plenty, but we must tell you about another deal done by Manchester United. Two in the space of, 25 minutes or so.
These pictures just into us from Manchester United's Carrington training ground. It is a very high-powered Qatari delegation, and they've arrived there on a pretty grey, damp day after...
Manchester United have reportedly stunned the football world after making a dramatic late move to hijack a transfer that appeared destined for one of their Premier League rivals. The Red Devils are said to have made a strong push for one of Europe's most highly sought-after young talents, beating competition from Manchester City and Tottenham Hotspur. What initially looked like a straightforward move to a rival club has reportedly taken an unexpected turn, with the player now being linked with a potential arrival at Old Trafford. The reported transfer hijack has generated significant excitement among Manchester United supporters, many of whom see the move as a sign that the club is becoming more aggressive in the transfer market. After several seasons of inconsistency, United fans are hoping that a new generation of talented players can help the club return to the top of English and European football. A dramatic turn in the transfer race. Manchester United's reported involvement in the deal came as a surprise to many observers. Manchester City and Tottenham had appeared to be among the leading contenders for the player's signature, with both clubs reportedly monitoring the situation closely. However, United are believed to have made a late intervention that changed the direction of the transfer race. The club's ability to move quickly and present an attractive sporting project could prove decisive as negotiations continue. Transfer hijacks are not unusual in modern football, but they often create huge headlines when Premier League rivals are involved. The competition between Manchester United and Manchester City, in particular, adds an extra layer of intrigue to the story. Why the transfer could be important for United should the reported move be completed. The signing could represent an important step in Manchester United's rebuilding process. The club has been working to develop a squad capable of challenging for major trophies, and recruiting highly rated young players is widely viewed as an important part of that strategy. A player with the right combination of technical ability, physical qualities, and potential could become a key figure in the team's future. For United, the transfer would also send a message to their domestic rivals. Securing a player who was being pursued by Manchester City and Tottenham would demonstrate that the club remains capable of competing for elite talent. Manchester City and Tottenham left disappointed. The reported hijack would be a major disappointment for Manchester City and Tottenham if the transfer is eventually completed. Manchester City have built a reputation for attracting some of the best players in world football, while Tottenham have also become increasingly competitive in the transfer market. Losing a highly rated target to Manchester United could therefore represent a significant setback for either club. At the same time, the transfer saga highlights the intense competition between Premier League clubs. With the financial strength and global appeal of England's top division, even the most advanced transfer negotiations can change dramatically at the final stage. Could this be a turning point for Manchester United? Manchester United supporters will hope that this reported transfer is more than just another headline-making signing. The club's long-term success will depend on much more than individual transfers. Strong recruitment must be combined with effective coaching, squad development and consistency on the pitch. However, signing promising talent from under the noses of major rivals could provide a boost to the club's rebuilding project. If the player adapts successfully and develops into a top-level performer, the transfer could eventually be remembered as a major moment in United's return to competitiveness. For now, supporters will be watching closely for official confirmation and further developments. The transfer window can be unpredictable, and until a deal is formally completed, nothing can be taken for granted. One thing is certain, Manchester United's reported late move has added another dramatic chapter to the summer transfer window. With Manchester City and Tottenham reportedly involved in the race, the saga is likely to remain one of the most closely watched stories among Premier League fans. If the deal is completed, it could become one of the biggest transfer hijacks of the summer and potentially the beginning of a new chapter at Old Trafford.